Hello guys and gals, me Mudahar. Hope you're having a fine little goatsy day. A couple weeks back we looked at animal rescue channels and we looked at how profitable and how great some of them are. Because animal rescue is one of those things that really doesn't need to have a whole lot of context for the YouTube algorithm to say, yeah, it's good. As long as you have cute animals and the word rescue written inside them, you're going to get a lot of clicks anyways. But animal rescue is a very loaded category. Animal abuse and animal, any of that stuff is just not okay. And it's something that I've actively campaigned against on this website. One of my biggest videos was when we looked at a TikTok cat herding relationship, and that was one of those videos where I'm glad we did. I'm glad we covered, and I'm glad that because of that video and a lot of the work that was put behind with the internet Reddit detectives, like I'm telling you, there were Discords group that these people spent hours upon hours doing it. The hard work of Discord and Reddit and these communities helped lead to the arrest of an individual who's behind that whole shebang. Now, rescue channels are those channels where they stage a fake animal rescue, so a cute little cat, kitten, or dog, or whatever animal gets spread out into the wild, okay? They're either getting hurt by another animal, they're stuck in some piece of machinery. It's sad to watch. These people eventually rescue the animal, they take care of it, and bam, that's really how the whole video works. They're usually a couple minutes long, and they get a lot of engagement because, again, cute animals and rescue in the title, whoo, you're gonna drop them clicks in, baby! Now, there are channels that are dedicated to also exposing this like crazy, and I'm going to give him the credit that he deserves. This is a channel named Nick Crowley. Okay, Nick Crowley covers a lot of this stuff, really spooky stuff, dark rabbit holes on the internet, really good content. He made a video a couple days ago called YouTube's Fake Animal Rescue Problem and how it got egregiously worse. He covered this video, and I believe I also shouted him out last time, but if I didn't, I hope this will make up for it. YouTube age restricted his video. Now, I don't want to sit here and defend YouTube and be a bootlegger. I'm actually going to explain to you guys exactly what's kind of going on, at least as far as I know. A very educated guess, because YouTube really doesn't relay this information a lot to the public, unless, they really have to. Like, unless you're pulling teeth, they really have to. So, he discussed a couple channels. He showed like 22 minutes worth of content from all these channels. And I assume he got a magical good community guideline strike because he did show animals being abused to an extent on his channel. I don't know how good Nick Crowley's censorship is. There's probably something in this that tripped up a YouTube manual review and they were like, yep, get rid of it right there and then. Because let's be real, there's no manual review system where they're going to watch all the content. They're going to watch maybe a minute, 2 minutes out of it, not enough to develop any context, but enough for them to say, yep, get rid of it or not get rid of it. And that's effectively what has gone on over here. A further review of this might actually yield Nick Crowley to remove that community guidelines or that age restriction, but hopefully he gets that. I'm hoping the best for him. The reason why he actually ended up getting hit was Nick Crowley pulled in 160,000 views. Nick Crowley is a big verified YouTube channel, meaning that every video that he uploads most likely has more scrutiny put onto it than the random 30 view upload that gets sent to YouTube. That should be somewhat common knowledge as far as I really know. Now, the video that he looked into question belonged to a channel that is pulling in 153 views with no public subscriber count, but they're definitely pulling in the dislikes, so I'm glad that they got some form of positive engagement regarding their channel. But here is a channel, Rescue.com Cats. Now, again, I have to reiterate constantly a disclaimer and here that there's no harassment in this video. Please don't go to this channel and look at it. We're purely looking at this just to explain a fucking point. Now, this channel pretty much started uploading a lot of these rescue videos within the span of a week, okay? Like, within a week, this person has went from not rescuing any animal to basically rescuing every fucking animal under the sun in their location. And they pulled in more views than you would expect, right? They're pulling in 131 views, 139, 159, probably not worth the amount, but enough to make, I guess, some form of a dent in viewership. I don't know. But what's more important is the content of these, right? And we're going to look at some of this stuff real quick. Now, a lot of this comes down to 3-minute, 40-second videos of this specific channel, basically rescuing cats, right? So here he's rescuing one kitten, and by the way, they have ads on them too. Like, he is running full ads on these entire. This is the monetized channel. He's also got animals that he's rescuing over here. Again, they're 3 minutes and 16 seconds long. He adds context where he's driving to these locations. He finds a box which says help me, where there's a cat inside it. And then the more and more you go over here, there's another location, 3-minute, 20-second videos. They're all like conveniently the same fucking length too. He goes over here, finds a cat stuck somewhere, and helps feed the cat, nurse it back to life. Your animal rescue right there. Now you might be wondering, but Mudo, how would you gauge that this is a fake animal rescue channel? And while there's no concrete evidence, Nick Crowley pointed to one very, very damning and egregiously weird piece of evidence that's out there, and so we'll look at it real quick. Now, in one of his videos, he starts to rescue dogs, right, specifically. So we're going to just listen quickly to the dogs here real quick, right? We're going to listen to the beginning of this video. That's all we really need. Advertised, by the way, athlete approved, God bless, BioSteel Canada. Remember it, buckos! Let's hit start. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, Jarvis, can we go 10, 15 seconds back in time? Oh, we're going 15 seconds back. Listen to that dog again. Listen to that dog real quick. Let's hit that play. Jarvis, play! Wow, it's almost like the dog's audio track just magically cut off. Huh. Wow, that's a little fucking odd, don't you think? I mean, if this was a real video, why would that have to be removed? Why did it sound like somebody went into Premiere Pro, found the dog sounding and said, "Oh, you got close enough, let's just chop it here"? The audio editing is kind of almost a dead fucking smoking gun giveaway. Like, there's only two possible explanations over here. Either that dog kicked the bucket immediately, or some Yu-Gi-Oh shit happened and the dog was fucking flung back into the Shadow Realm. Who goddamn knows? But what I do know is that's a very, very weird qualm of audio editing. Now, again, if you go back in time and listen to how that sounded once more, I want to go and just put on another dog rescue video. Now, this might not be conclusive evidence or anything of the sort, but just listen closely. First off, I want you all to know that has to I'm going to bet both of my testicles right now that that's the same fucking dog audio track that you found on the internet. I also want to point out, for any astute people who have ever filmed or like done anything or done any form of audio editing, the dog's whimpering does not sound anywhere logical in relation to how this video is being filmed. That dog sounds like your generic track, and it doesn't sound like the volume ever goes up or down as these people get closer, which isn't exactly how fucking microphones work. Like, if you're going to record something with an onboard microphone on your DSLR, like we're seeing over here, or a cell phone, the dog's audio is going to be in relation to what you expect. And not only that, these people are also not picking up any background noise, which is very, very easily picked up with microphones on DSLRs or cell phones at all. All you're really picking up is background music and dog whimpering, which doesn't fucking make any sense from a video standpoint. But again, these videos are catered to people. Like, I'm pointing this out because I work with video on a daily. I know how things work. I know bad audio and I know good audio. And I know, haha, there's going to be people out there like, oh, Muta does not fix it with autofocus. Haha, hilarious. Listen, I know good and bad, but I work with this on a daily. There's going to be a lot of people who watch these rescue videos who are already emotionally invested in the thought of a rescue, and they're not going to think to pick out key points of audio and video fallacies like that. So yeah, there's some very good points to be made as to how this could potentially be a fake rescue channel. And like, if this is a fake rescue channel, if then there are a lot of channels like this that are also into that fake animal rescue train as well. It's a very profitable, it's a very lucrative train if you can land your fucking cards right. But this does take us to the next side, and this is something that I hope YouTube definitely shuts down going forward. Now, here's one channel by the name of C1 Rink that's sort of been hitting the rabbit holes and like Reddit Bureau of Investigations out there. And I wanted to sort of shut this down nearly immediately because this is something that has basically been sparked off because of the popularity of things like Pollution Entertainment and various other like animal abusers that have been deplatformed. Like, YouTube has actually went out and deplatformed individuals like Pollution Entertainment, meaning that YouTube does not like any form of animal abuse on the platform. But unfortunately, because I guess it's popular, people will continue to upload this stuff. Now, I had to censor one of the videos over here. And the reason I had to censor it was that it is in fact a crush video. If you don't know what a crush video is basically when you take an animal and you crush them, right? So, I mean, I shouldn't have to explain it further than that. You crush the animal until they're actually fucking dead. And the thumbnail that I'm actually looking over here is in fact of a crushed kitten or a cat. Now, this is one channel that has uploaded this. This is very against YouTube terms of services, but this has been uploaded a month ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago. Like, they're literally titling videos, "My New Victim, This Is My New Channel." Now, the reality of it is these aren't actual, like, re-uploads. None of these are, like, or sorry, there are re-uploads. None of this is, like, new fucking original content being uploaded directly to YouTube. This is the result of a bunch of edgy kids who have followed the trend of, like, people like Pollution Entertainment and have also re-uploaded various other clips that have already been circulating around in the world of various animal abusers. So none of this is exactly new, fresh animal abuse. Thank God. It's a lot like old videos that have been resurfaced and uploaded to YouTube. It's basically the equivalent of going to LiveLeak, downloading a bunch of like popular videos, and then re-uploading and freebooting that to Facebook or YouTube. I mean, it's disgusting to watch, but at least, thank God, the content isn't exactly new, and there aren't, in fact, no new victims. But if you go to the channel section for it, what's really fucking weird is you'll find out that there is a network of all this, right? There's Pollution Entertainment, I guess maybe a new channel. There's like HD channels. There's like a bunch. There's like a fucking full-on network of what seems to be animal abusers. And the reason why I say this is when you go to, like, say, one of these, like Aiden Entertainment, for instance, right? And you click onto this, you'll find out they have a full-on video, F por mi gato, right? So I guess it's like, press F for my cat if I want. Maybe that's the right maybe that is the right translation. But if you click onto the video a year ago, they're literally picking up a cat and just like a dead cat and just like fucking spinning it around. I have to censor it, but like it's really like it's sickening to fucking watch. And I don't believe that it has any form of legality, and it shouldn't really be allowed on the platform. This definitely violates the terms of services. But this is like a whole network of like people who are in that fucking camp sharing this stuff. And again, thank God, if you do any form of internet search lookup, these are just re-uploads of like other pieces of content. So none of this is like fresh abuse that like is existing out there. Thank God for that at least. But it's like a whole network of Pollution Entertainment fans that have just been re-uploading other pieces of, you know, other pieces of animal abuse videos just floating around on the internet. So yeah, I hope YouTube definitely takes a look into some of this stuff and definitely works on it, because I feel like when it comes to self-policing, the YouTube community does it like no other better, okay? Self-policing is important. Obviously, YouTube is dealing with a lot of stuff, especially under COVID-19, and there's no excuse, but you have to understand with the sheer amount of hours of content being uploaded onto the platform, there's obviously going to be cracks and gaps in the system. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a lot of crap, but there's going to be gaps in the system, and this is where I highly recommend you guys to not get so emotionally invested and start to actually use YouTube's reporting features, which is available on every single video. Like, hey, if I go to YouTube right now, hit the 3 dots and hit report, I can report this for harmful or hateful or abusive content, and I can literally highlight the fact that it actually, wait, no, violent or repulsive content, animal abuse. And you can just literally hit next, and it'll be reported right to YouTube. And bam, YouTube can then look into it right there. So do the smart thing and report this content where you can see it instead of getting super emotionally invested. Do the best you can and help YouTube police it, because this kind of content ultimately makes all of us look bad because we have to share fucking server space with this nonsense. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about, guys. Hopefully Nick Crowley gets his video age unrestricted, and these people get some sort of justice delivered to them by actual legal authorities and YouTube's moderation staff. So yeah, this is me, Mudahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I can actually totally understand if you dislike it for the content we talked about, so feel free. This is me, Muda, and I am